So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action with Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This will be caught by Adams. Get some space around midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Inside.
Pressure comes. Rodgers. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son.
Looking to throw Fields. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, son. Hey, carry. Right.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Third down, Jets are in a dime set, 6 defensive backs out there.
Here we go. Hey, carry. Jump straight. Right. Jump. EQ. Side.
Fields out of the gun. He puts some power on a deep one. That's complete inside the 35. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Don't jump. Ready? Angel, Angel, Angel. Right.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Najee Harris, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Has his man, it's Corley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, Rodgers. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Hall goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. To throw is Rodgers. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Steelers have it, headed the other way. Wow, oh wow. He sent his arm offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Extend. Right.
Fields on first down. And a man is there to knock that away.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Here we go, son. No much, no much. Hey, 551, 551. Right.
Throwing again on second down. Fields searches for, and he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at third and very long.
Hey, 10. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Looking for a target. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And it'll be Jets football. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Take 30. Go to 50. Hey, you go to 50.
Rodgers here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
26.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Slot man in motion left. Rodgers throwing on third down. Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Here we go.
It's taken in by Washington. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go. We're good.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. You got a mini base. Why not? Yeah.
Another throw for Fields. Austin's there to haul it in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
What's right? Hey, Ken. What's right there?
We're to the 2-minute warning from Mexico. And it's the Steelers. Looking at 3rd and 4.
Here we go, son.
They send him left out of the slot. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Get 300! Get 300!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
Hey, 626!
Here's 2nd and 5. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Hey, Ken. Press, touch right. Right.
First down throw for Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Hey, never mind, Monday. Right.
Fields throwing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Madden. Go.
Fields on third. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here we go. Right.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. They're lining up on the doorstep, second and goal from inside the one.
Here we go. Sit high.
Off play action, it's Fields. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Here we go.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. A very short kick here from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. Throwing it just before halftime. He's trying to push the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, Brock, it has been a fun one so far, and hopefully it gets even better. Second half underway from Mexico City. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go. 175. Right.
A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go, son. Angel. Hey, Ken. Chip's left.
Fields out of the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Steelers first down.
Here we go. Right.
Play action, Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Good. Yep.
A tight end in motion now.
Right.
Harris will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Hurry.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, Jared. Go.
A pistol snap. Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Good.
Working quickly here.
Touch right. Extend. EQ. Right.
On third and goal, here's Fields. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up fourth and goal. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. This from 35 yards away. Dicker connects there. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pressure comes for Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Hey, 88.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
11. Here we go. Punch right. Justin. Sit high.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Roman Wilson reels it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Here we go, son. No mas. Hey, 551. Hey, can. Get high.
Here's Fields to throw. This finds Austin complete. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Can.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Why not? Here we go. Punch right. Hey, can. West right, sit.
Fields looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. That one hits for 30. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, can. Press. Punch right. Hey, can. Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And he's out of bounds, down at the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on top.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Najee Harris, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 16-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Gibson now to return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Inside.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Flush down it. He loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Take 30.
2nd and 6 now. Conklin brings it in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 50.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Boom, boom. 26.
Rodgers here from the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Able to hit home, complete. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rodgers has his man. It's Corley. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap, a give to home. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Mexico City. Jets down by 16. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Hall there to haul it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here he is to throw. Escapes the puck, pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
You know what they like to say about sports? It's 90% mental. Well, right now with this runner, after 3 fumbles, it's 100% mental. You got to hang on to the football. It's in his head right now, and it just can't happen.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Up, let's go. Right.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's got time here. Has it downfield, working the left. He runs it up to midfield. Look at him go. He could do it. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers stretch the lead to 23. Now Boswell on to send this away. Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Peyton Wilson! And forget the turnover, Brock, they take it back for a late touchdown! Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and can do some serious damage.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rodgers coming back after the pick. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Here we go, side.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Side.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers.